This is my math homework number 19, Monday. For the first one, it says find the product 1.45 times 3.8. We're going to imagine their whole numbers and multiply 145 times 38. So here we go. 145 times 38. 5 times 8 is 40. Carry the 4. 8 times 4 is 32. Add 4 make 36. 8 times 1 is 8. Add 3 makes 11. Just going to erase the numbers up top so it doesn't distract us. Let's go and choose a different color and cross out the 8, put a 0, don't forget to do that. 3 times 5 is 15, carry the 1. 3 times 4 is 12, add 1 makes 13, carry the 1. 3 times 1 is 3, add 1 makes 4. These are our two partial products, add them up, you get 0 here. You got 11, carry the 1. You got 5 and another 5. At the very end, you have 1, 2, 3 numbers behind the decimal. So we have to put 3 numbers behind the decimal. So our final answer is 5.510, or you can just say 5.51 because that 0 at the very end doesn't really matter. This is 5 and 51 hundredths. For number 2, it says find the quotient. The first thing we need to do is make our divisor into a whole number, moving it to the right twice. And we'll do the same thing on the inside, 1, 2. Now our math problem looks like this. 91.2 is being divided by 24 on the outside. You always have to do that when your divisor, the number on the outside, has a decimal. You want to make it into a whole number. Now we know that 24 cannot go into 9. 24 can go into 91 probably 3 times, because 24 times 3 gives you 72. When you subtract that, you'll get 19. Bring down the 2 here. And it can go into it. Let's go and check. Let's try 8 times. Because I know it has ended with a 2. And 8 times 4 is 32. And then 8 times 2 is 16. And add 3 would be 19. It goes into it perfectly. And then of course you have one number behind the decimal. So we need to put one number behind the decimal. So the answer is going to be 3 and 8/10. For the next one, it says find the sum. We just have to line them up. So when we add decimals, we have to line them up. So there's the first one. And there's the second one. You can put a 0 at the very end if you like. Let's add these up now. 9 plus 0 makes 9. 8 plus 4 makes 12. Carry the 1. My decimal goes straight down. 1 plus 3 makes 4. 4 plus 2 makes 6. 4 plus 3 is 7, and the 7 is by himself. So our sum is 776 and 29 hundredths. For the next one, it says find the difference. We're going to line them up once again. Here's 345.4 minus 43.8. Alright, we cannot do 4 minus 8, so we go to the 5. It becomes a 4. That's a 14 minus 8 now, which will give you 6. Your decimal goes straight down. 4 minus 3 is 1. 4 minus 4 is 0, and the 3 is by himself. So we have 301 and 6/10. On to the back side, it says write greater than, less than, or equal to. So these are called inequalities. They're both out of 4 wholes, but this 38 hundredths is 39 hundredths. So 39 hundredths will be greater than 38 hundredths. For the fractions, they are not the same, so we want to make them the same. So 2/3 and 2/10, they both have 30 in common. This is times 10 times 10. That's going to be 20/30. This is times 3. This is times 3. That is 6/30. So obviously the 2/3, or you can say the 20/30 is greater than the 2/10 or the 6/30. So you want to make them the same first by having a common denominator, and then you can compare them. For the next one, it says half of the garden is tomatoes and 1/3 of the garden is carrots. How much of the garden is tomatoes and carrots? So we have a half of the garden, and we also have a third. So we're going to add these together. So we know that they both have 6 in common. This will be times 3, which is 36. This is times 2, which is 26. And you add them together, your answer should be 5, 6. So we know that 5, 6 of the garden is tomatoes and carrots. For the next one, it says find the sum. They both have 10 in common. The first fraction can stay the same. The next one is times 2 times 2, which gives you 4. When we add that, you would get 7/10. For the bottom one, it's going to be 8s and 8s. The first fraction can stay the same. Second one is times 2, which is 4/8. When we add that up, we get 11/8. This is called an improper fraction. So the way you want to do that is 11 is being divided by 8, and then it'll look like this. 8 can go into 11 once, with 3 left. So our final answer is going to be 1, 3/8.